it's cool that I know what's missing now. That might not completely make my fitness circle 100%, but it'll make it a lot closer. There's a lot more to it than muscle retention, and strength as we age, although that is important. Hey gang, welcome back to my 60 plus fitness journey. Now I put the emphasis on fitness there for a reason. I've mentioned this many times. I never really dived into it or took a deep dive into what my definition of fitness is, because maybe I really didn't know. And this is a fitness journey, so we learn as we travel down the path. And I've known for a while that there's a piece missing, and I thought it had something to do with running or something to do with a little more cardio fitness, but it was only a couple of days ago, and I have to give kudos and thanks to Marcia, Mrs. 60 Plus Fitness Journey, for this. She was, and you may have seen it, it was in a video, part of a video I did on my essential back and bicep workout. She was in the background getting ready to do box jumps. And you didn't see that, but I kind of joined her on that box jump attempt. She did very well. I guess I did okay, but that at the time, it's put the seed in my head that I'm not very good at this box jump thing, and I'm not very good at getting on a box and jumping down and feeling comfortable with it. So today, while I was at the gym, I was doing a quad workout. And my quad workout has been a little askew lately. Everything else seems to be on point except for my quad workout. So I was unsettled with that quad workout, so I decided to do some box jumps. And in the process of doing these box jumps, it popped in my head. Athleticism. I've lost my athleticism. The ability to jump, the ability to sprint, the ability to move laterally quickly, the ability to feel like I can jump off a height, a safe height, and reliably land safely without feeling like I'm going to tumble over or land wrong, break my ankle. That's what's missing, is athleticism. So I want to, and I'm going to, incorporate whatever it takes to get me into a more athletic state. Now, what does that mean exactly for me at 65 years old? Some things are not realistic, but let's say there's some scenarios where I can imagine being more athletic coming in handy. I was talking to a gentleman not long ago that I used to play softball with. And this was, 40 years ago, if not more. And it was a shipyard league, and we were pretty good. And I took it for granted. I could swing a bat. I could hit a ball. I could hit a ball a long way. I could chase fly balls down in the outfield. And I could leg out a single, a double, a triple, or a home run. And I took it for granted. And I haven't done that in a long time, obviously. So I'm sure those skills have degraded, but to the degree they degraded, I was unaware. And so I started to think about this. I wonder what my abilities would be like right now. Well, based on a couple of recent experiments, one of those being box jumps with Marcia, and today doing some standing broad jumps and just some vertical jumping. And those skills are nowhere near the skills you would need to hit a softball or play soccer or play rugby. Fast muscle, quick twitch, being able to move on a dime without hurting yourself kind of abilities. Explosive movements, power movements. Now, of course, explosive and power relative to my age. I would like to get to the point where I could join a senior softball league and feel like I could go out there and practice and play without feeling like I'm going to fall over like a 65-year-old man. So I'm going to start incorporating work into my training plan. Not exactly sure yet. I'm going to talk about that later. But today I did implement a little bit, and I mentioned a couple of those. I did some box jumps, some 24-inch box jumps. I did 2 sets of 10 of those. And I also did 2 sets of 10 of jumping off of that 24-inch box. Now, 24 inches is not terribly high, but it took a little bit of effort for me to get up there. And I think I could get higher. But I was happy with that. But I wasn't happy with the balance that was in play there. So I want to work on that. Standing broad jump, I did a few of those. That was not pretty. I'm not going to record those until I get that down pat, because I actually went to a corner of the gym where I could do these standing broad jumps and not look like I was going to fall over. And when I was younger, and I don't know if you guys remember the Presidential Physical Fitness Awards here in the United States, part of that was a standing broad jump, and I was good at that. I mean, I think I always, in my gym class anyway, had the longest standing broad jump. And my vertical jump was always good. I could dunk a tennis ball, even with me. I'm probably 5'7" now. I was probably at 5'8" then, but I could jump. So I did some box jumps down, I guess you'll call it that. I did the standing broad jumps, which were ugly, and I did some vertical jumps like this, as max as I could. And not only was my balance askew, not only did I feel unstable, I got tired. I mean, I did not realize how difficult that was. So I'm going to implement some sort of plyometric, athletic, quick, fast twitch, muscle fiber movements into my workout. Now today, obviously, I did it in my quad workout, and I want to be able to do it more than once every 6 days, which is how often I do a quad workout, for example. So I'm going to figure out a way to squeeze this in at least 2 days a week so I can get my jumping skills back, my landing skills back, and my ability to feel like I can move laterally quickly without rolling an ankle. And probably going to start incorporating some sprinting on my walks in the morning. So it's cool that I know what's missing now. That might not completely make my fitness circle 100%, but it'll make it a lot closer. There's a lot more to it than muscle retention, and strength as we age, although that is important. I want to remain or get a little more athletic and remain that way. Those athletic skills don't necessarily mean sports. They could be anything: climbing a ladder, getting on a roof, feeling like you're agile enough to traverse the roof without falling. Again, in and out of a car, I use that example a lot. Playing with grandkids. That's another point where I realize, wow, I'm not as agile as it. But so I just wanted to share that with you. I think athleticism is missing from my current fitness/workout programming. I'm going to work it back in. Right now, I'm formulating a plan, what that's going to be. I'm sure it's going to morph along the way. And if you have any ideas about that, please share with us. If you've implemented any of these plyometrics, explosive movements, that type of thing, any thing beyond our normal weightlifting, hypertrophy type movements, whether it be sprinting, jump roping, sled pushing, whatever it is, if you've implemented that, let us know what you did, how it worked, and maybe give an example of one of your programs and how often you do it. And there will be more to follow on this, and I'm pretty stoked about it because, like I said, it's been in my brain, but not to the point where I knew that I could do something about it. Now I do. So that's it. Just want to share that with you. And as always, thank you for being here. And if you do me the additional favor, click that like button. Likes drive the algorithm. Like that. Comments. Leave a comment. It doesn't have to be much. just in this case, you could leave an example of your plyometrics / athletic programming. Yes. But just leave a comment. Say, hey, Mark, thanks. I appreciate this. So likes, comments, and if you haven't already, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Love to have you here. All right. I guess with that, I'll say, till next time, go get 'em. Mark out.